Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, and today we have ourselves an Avro Anson Mk I in 1/72 scale made by Oxford. This is their blue box range, of course. Their green box range being a bit of the cheaper range. But the Avro Anson, or 652A, was a British-made twin-engine multi-role aircraft that was it was made between the mid-1930s to 1952, with around 11,020 aircraft that would be built. Now, they first did enter RAF service in 1936, and it would also find its way to many other air forces as well as civil operation in its service life as well. Now, our actual aircraft here is from the Royal Canadian Air Forces No.1 Service Flying Training School. Now, Canada would actually manufacture their own Ansons using locally manufactured engines, and also with steel shortages, some aircraft were built using a plywood fuselage. Now, Canada would operate around 4,413 Ansons, with 1,962 of those made in the UK, and another 2,451 made locally in Canada. Now, we will just open this up. So it does have a little bit of a slipcover. There is nothing really else on it. We'll just move that, and it's got this real fancy case. It does look very fancy, so we'll open that. It's held with a little magnet. And it's got some details here in the flap as per usual. And this very bright yellow looking aircraft in there. So the first thing we will do is we'll get this stand out and have a little look. So this is the stand that you do get provided. You just, I don't know, whack it like that. And that is your stand. It does have some details on there, as you can see. We'll turf that over there. You do get a little baggie with these blue box ones that do have the landing gear options. So you do get landing gear with these, which is pretty cool. The green box versions seem to be always fixed landing gear or in flight. So like you don't get the gear down options with the aircraft that have retractable landing gear, unlike these blue box ones. So we'll get this foam out of the way as well. Where to grab? There we go. Actually, it's quite a large aircraft, to be honest. We'll move this box out of the way, of course, and have a look at this really, really bright coloured aircraft. That does look pretty cool. It's got some really nice detail. It's not look overly heavy, but it does have some really nice detail on it, though. No, very good. Obviously, there is no crew members or anything. There is a little bit of engine detail there. As you can see, the propellers do spin nicely, which is very cool. There's some really nice nose detail, as you can see. But overall, I think this is quite nice looking for the you know, type of aircraft it is. And look, you know, it's not gonna be the most popular aircraft for people to add to their collection. But for me, I like to bring the unusual, so I decided on one of these. And look, to be honest, it's not really unusual because there was like over 11,000 aircraft made. So, I mean, there is a lot of these probably still around today as well. So obviously, I think you can have an armed version. There would be a gun sticking out there, but this is training, as I said earlier. And the underneath, probably the only thing maybe I would say is the yellow is a little bit sort of thinnish here and there in certain sections. But look, you know, that's no big deal whatsoever. But I reckon this does look pretty cool though. And if you're into your Royal Canadian Air Force aircraft, this, well, yeah, got to add one of these to your collection, don't you? I reckon it is pretty cool. So, and of course, very straightforward to put it on that stand. You just saw us put it together, and there is your stand hole right there. You just stick it in your square hole, and you have it on the stand in flight. And that looks really cool. It is, let me see if I can show you. It is sort of on a banking angle on the stand, so that's its natural sort of look on the stand. Try and put it down without dropping it, of course. But yeah, I reckon this is really sweet. I reckon it's pretty cool. Something a little bit different, a little bit out there, and very bright yellow, so it'll definitely stand out amongst your collection, of course. But of course, this is not the way I like to see my aircraft. I like to see mine gear down, so let's see if we can actually, well, might as well do it on camera, because it should only be these two little bits that should just pull straight out. Yep, perfect. And we should be able to manage to do this on camera without doing anything stupid, without mupping it up, I'm hoping. I think they're, it's the same for either side. And that, well, that is gear down. That looks really nice, very easy. Just put those two pieces in and you're ready for gear down. It doesn't get any easier than that, because obviously there's already that fixed extended tail wheel there. So yeah, just chuck it on the deck and see how she does sit. And it does roll, the wheels do roll, and that is your awesome Anson. We will get a little bit closer for you so you can check it out, and I reckon that does look very nice. So that is your beautiful Anson setup for gear down, and I reckon this is, yeah, definitely a nice little unit. It's not too bad. I'll wind up the video in the usual way by saying, hey, if you like it, don't forget some of those down there, of course. Always feel free to drop a comment down there as well. And if you have yet to subscribe to the channel, always feel free to do that. Now, I'll take some photos of this, of course, and chuck them on at the end of the video so you can see this aircraft without my sausage fingers. Sausage finger test. It is, a reasonable size aircraft, actually. I'm pretty happy with the size of it. You do get reasonable value for your money. Alrighty, I'll finish up by saying, of course, thank you very much for spending your valuable time in checking out this beautiful aircraft here, and I really appreciate your time in watching the video. With that, I'll wind up by saying, you all have a fantastic rest of your day. Cheers, everyone.